So this is AHPI, Allied Healthcare Products. This finishes at $9.06 today. That is up 128.79%. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Alright, here's XELA Exela Technologies. That finishes at $4.34 today. That is up 25.07%. This might be a cup and handle here. I'm saying might be because it may go higher, but at 550, this is a cup. It might not be the cup. It completed a mini cup here at 550 would be the top of the cup. You know, if that is the case, then this might come back to around 350 if this is in fact the top of this cup at 550. This could form a bigger cup at 6 or 8. If this continues to run to 6 or 8, then, you know, it'll be a bigger cup and the handle will form at a higher price. And again, we have the gap up at 150. Just remember that, guys. Not saying it will go back to 150, but, you know, the gaps usually do fill. So hopefully this one doesn't and it keeps going, but you got to keep that in mind. All right, so right now it's trading between the sideways channel, this rectangle of 460 and 410. So if it goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 460, 550, 610, and then the all-time high of 782. If this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 410, 360, 320, 280, 240, 215, $2, 190, 170, 140, and then 125. 125 is the bottom of this cup, so I highly doubt it's going to go below that. There's some pretty strong support there. So to the upside, these channels are getting pretty wide. So if this does keep running to the upside, this can easily go back to 550, can easily go to 610, and then easily reach the all-time high of 782 if this does in fact keep running to the upside. Hopefully it will. And to the downside, there are smaller channels, so that means there is a good amount of support. There's more support than resistance looking at these channels here, so that's pretty bullish. The RSI is at 78, so we're getting into pretty overvalued territory here, you know, so just be careful, guys. Although, you know, when it comes to meme stocks, the technicals don't matter as much, but they still matter. So just keep that in mind. According to the RSI, this is getting pretty overbought and overvalued. Did a lot of volume today. Did 505 million in volume today, which is the highest volume day ever for this stock. This pump was not a fluke. It was confirmed by the volume. You know, I really can't tell you guys where this one is going because we're getting some pretty mixed signals here. This is a meme stock and there's a lot of positive sentiment on social media. You know, this could run to 6 or 8 pretty soon. Not saying it will, but, you know, we've seen what happens with meme stocks, especially when the apes get behind it. So, you know, as long as the apes keep holding and they don't sell, this could moon. And like I said, there is not really much resistance here. Not really much stopping this from going back up to the all-time high of 782. I don't think it's going to go above that, honestly. I might be wrong, but I think that would be the top, quite honestly. But hey, I might be wrong. And again, this might go to the downside. We're getting some pretty bearish signals here. Bearish indicators. RSI is high. The volume is high. So, you know, that would tell us that it's going to pull back. We have a mini cup here at 550 would be the top of the cup. If that is in fact the top of the cup, this could pull back to 350. The cup and handle is a bearish indicator, although the cup might not be complete yet. It may or may not be complete. We have like a cup within a cup within a cup here. So, you know, cupception. And again, we have the gap up at 150, so that's a bearish indicator also. So honestly, really, really hard to tell where this is going. You know, at this point, this is more like a gamble than an investment. Although, if it does go to the upside, there is not much resistance, so that's good. And if it goes to the downside, there is a good amount of support here. That's a good sign for the bulls. So, that's bullish. That's a good... But yeah, honestly, getting very mixed signals here. Some indicators are saying it's going to run. Some say it's going to pull back. So I'm not even going to attempt to say where this is going to go. Like I said, this is a gamble at this point. So you're going to make a lot of money or lose a lot of money. No in between. The safest thing to do would be to take profits here. if you're already in this. But I hope it goes to the upside. You know, I hope you guys make tendies. I hope it runs to 8 and above. I'm not in this one. I was. I paper-handed, unfortunately. I'm not going to FOMO back in. But I hope you guys make the tendies on this one. Congratulations to everyone who made tendies on this one today. And good luck to everyone who's looking to take a position. That is XELA, XELA Technologies. So here is CRTD Creatd Inc. So this one finishes at $4.60 today. That is down 17.56%. Now, honestly, I haven't done any DD on this, so I don't know much about this stock. All I know is that the apes are going wild for this one on StockTwits. The apes love this one. This may or may not be the next squeeze. Let's analyze this. So right away, I see a cup and handle. Top of the cup is the high of 781. The cup completed today. It just touched that and went right back down. So if we just do the math off the top of my head, I would say that this is probably going to consolidate around 5. Pretty close to that right now. So, you know, with the cup and handle, the cup forms and then the handle forms, it consolidates, and then it breaks out again. So if the handle does in fact form, which it kind of looks like it is now, I expect this to consolidate around $5 for a little bit, and then eventually it will break out again. Can't say when, but that's what happens with the cup and handle. So right now it's sitting on the support of 460, which it finished at today. So if it goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 475, $5, 530, 565, $6, 620, 650, 675, 715, 740, and then the high of 781. Now if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 435, 420, lol, $4, 470, 350, 330, $3, and then 240. There's a lot of support and resistance right now, both ways. It's going to take a lot of buying pressure or a lot of selling pressure for this to really move. Although, you know, in the past couple of trading sessions, it blew right through resistance and then blew right through support. So there has been a lot of buying and selling pressure past couple of trading sessions. RSI is currently at 58, so that's a little bit above average, pretty much right where it's supposed to be. And it did 35 million in volume today. Significant volume. Not as much as yesterday, but this was the second largest volume day ever for this stock. So yeah, the pump yesterday was not a fluke. It was confirmed by the volume. And the sell-off today was not a fluke. It is confirmed by the volume. So honestly, I don't think this is going to move very much in the short term. You know, like I said, it looks like a cup and handle. And I think it's going to consolidate around $5 in the short term. It'll probably fluctuate around $5 for a little bit. Can't say how long. But eventually, it's going to break out again. Not financial advice. So if you want to go long, you might make a little bit of money. You know, it's at 460 right now. A little bit lower in the aftermarket. But this will probably come up to 5. So that's about a 10% gain there. And then if you're willing to hold through consolidation, then sure, I would support it. Going long is a pretty decent play. I probably wouldn't go short here. I think that's a little bit risky. According to the RSI, this current price is around where it's supposed to be. You know, there's a lot of support here, a lot of positive sentiment on social media. So you're really not going to make too much money if you decide to short this. This could moon at any moment. When there's strong sentiment behind this, you know, when the apes like the stock,
we like the stock.
You could get short squeezed at any moment. And that's never fun. So I don't think there's really any reason to short this. So I wouldn't recommend that. I think the only play here is to go long, either for a quick day trade or if you're planning to hold this through consolidation. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting, very entertaining to see where this goes. You know, the apes are really, really big on this one. Yeah, you know, we'll see where this goes in the next few trading sessions. Sorry to everyone who lost money today on this. Pretty disgusting. Good luck to everyone who's currently in the stock and looking to take a position. That is CRTD Creatd Inc. Alright, here is OSAT Orbsat Corp. This finishes at $9.36 today. That is up 40.33%. Okay, so this was briefly trending last week, but it quickly faded away, and then nobody cared anymore. And today, it's back. Yeah, let's analyze this. Okay, so right now it's sitting on the support of 930, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 1080, 1230, 1350, and then the high of 1485. That's not the all-time high. There's a lot more resistance above that, but then we'd have to go back a couple of years, which we're not going to do right now. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $9, $8.40, $7.70, $7.30, $6.50, $5.80, $5.50, and then $5. And there's some support below that, but we're not going to discuss that right now. The channels are very wide to the upside. So if this does, in fact, keep running to the upside, this can easily blow past all this resistance. Really not much resistance holding this back. So if this does, in fact, go to the upside, expect a lot of price action. And to the downside, there is a lot of support here. A lot of support. So it would take a lot of selling pressure for all these supports to be broken through. So that's a good sign for the bulls. If it goes to the upside, there's going to be a lot of price action. If it goes to the downside, there's going to be a lot of support. So very good news for the bulls. There was a gap up around 730. That's a bearish indicator. You know, the gaps usually do fill. So that's telling us that at some point, this is likely going to come back to 730. Can't say when, but eventually it probably will. Not saying it will, but probably will. The RSI is currently at 72. So that is an overbought, overvalued territory. Just barely. You know, not crazy in that territory, but it is an overbought, overvalued territory. So just be careful. You know, be cautious about that. And it did 93 million in volume today. That is the highest volume day of all time for this stock. Significant volume on this stock today. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. Not a fluke. If you want to go long, that's probably a bit risky, but it could pay off. You know, that's a high risk, high reward play, because there really are no bullish indicators here, no bullish signals. Not saying it won't go to the upside, but based on all the technicals here, it doesn't appear very likely. It's more likely that this is going to pull back to the downside than it will go to the upside. But again, if this does in fact go to the upside, there are a lot of tendies to be made. There's really no resistance holding this back, and the channels are very wide. So not likely it's going to go to the upside, but if it does, those tendies are going to print. Now, if you want to go short, that does appear to be a good play, not financial advice. There are a good amount of bearish indicators here. High volume, high RSI, gap up, and it ran, 40% today, which is a lot. So it seems like a pretty decent short play. Not the best, but pretty solid short play. Not financial advice. Just be aware that there is pretty significant support for this stock. So for this to go like really low, there needs to be a lot of selling pressure, a lot of shorting. And if this does in fact go to the upside and you have a short position, you're going to be in some pretty big trouble. So honestly, I'd probably just stay away from this one. I wouldn't short this. Seems like a decent play, but I don't think it's really worth the risk. There's probably a lot better plays out there, better shorting opportunities than this stock. And I wouldn't go long either, because high risk, high reward. So, at this point, this is also kind of like a gamble. But this is likely to go to the downside. But if you go long or short, this is pretty risky here. So for that reason, I'd probably just stay away from it completely. But, if you guys want to take a position, just understand the risks. Congratulations to everyone who made tendies on this one today. And good luck to everyone looking to take a position. This is OSAT Orbsat Corp. So this is AHPI, Allied Healthcare Products. This finishes at $9.06 today. That is up 128.79%. So this was the major runner today. At one point, this hit 1150. Pulled back since then, but yeah, this was running like crazy today. Okay, so let's analyze this. Alright, so it's currently sitting at this support of $9, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be $10, $10.50, $11, $11.50, $12, $12.60, $12.90, and then the high of $13.30. And if it goes to the downside, next level of support would be $8.20, $7.80, $7.50, $7.10, $6.80, $6.50, $6.15, $5.80, $5.60, $5.30, $5.10, $4.80, $4.30, $4, and then the low of $3.50. There's a good amount of support and resistance here, both ways. So for any serious price action, there has to be a lot of buying pressure or selling pressure. Today there was a lot of serious buying pressure on this stock. So the RSI is currently at 88, which is pretty overbought and pretty overvalued. I wouldn't say extremely. It'd be in the 90s for extremely overbought, but 88 That's pretty high up there. So, just be careful, guys. And today it did 210 million in volume, which is the highest volume day ever, by far. Very significant volume today, not even close. So, yeah, this pump was confirmed by the volume today. It's not a fluke. If you want to go long, I would not recommend that. This seems like a squeeze. Not really a pump. This seems like a squeeze to me. There was no news to justify this. And, high RSI, high volume. It went up 130% today. You really can't expect too much more. I'm not saying it won't go to the upside, but pretty risky stuff if you want to do that. And this can only run for so much longer. So I just don't really see a point in going long. And if you want to go short, that seems like a pretty good play. Not financial advice, but for the same reasons, high RSI, high volume, up 130% today. Yeah, those are all bearish indicators. This does appear to be a good short play right now. I mean, it's down to like 7 something in the aftermarket, so not as good right now, but yeah, if you want to short this, I would support that. You can make some pretty good money here. I think the pump is over. I think the squeeze is over, so I don't really think there's too much risk here if you want to short this. I highly doubt this is going to run up to like 11 or 12 or 13, 14 bucks again. A lot of downside potential, not too much upside potential here. So for that reason, I don't see a reason to go long. And if you want to go short, seems like a pretty good play. Not financial advice. And full disclosure, I currently am short in the stock, and I'm making some pretty fat tendies right now. So yeah, that is AHPI, Allied Healthcare Products. Congratulations to everyone who made tendies on this one today. And good luck to everyone looking to take a position. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, hit the like button. Please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.